It would only take us 8 minutes and 20 seconds to realize the sun's disappearance from the universe. At that very moment, the force of solar gravity would stop pulling us, and we would be drawn toward a larger body. We now know that Polynesian populations traveled the open sea at night using only their bodies as compasses, directing their boats towards the coast by observing the distinct vibrations of waves. In the obscuration of the universe, interstellar navigators also oriented themselves by the intermittent light of the pulsars, neutron stars that are barely 10 or 12 kilometers in diameter and which revolve around themselves at extreme velocities, each distinct, allowing for our trilaterations in the depths of this obscure fluid. There was a moment when humans and machines fused together into a single being with multiple eyes. Like a cartographer, it reproduced the hemisphere we view as we gaze at the universe in which we are submerged. This being took the form of a sphere, a mechanical replica that simulated our vision. It projected the beams of light emitted from bodies within our perceptive range, beyond our ionosphere. ZKP-2 43.463987 minus 3.79503357 7 meters above sea level, 349 half-inch screws, 27 kilograms of steel, 19 mercury weights, 42 tempered glass lenses, 977 pinholes, 53 crystalline lenses, 32 diaphragms, 2 spherical heads, 1 turning axle, 6 hyper-rotating joints, 129 photosynthetic generators, 2 cables to E.V.A, 2 micro relays, 4 separators. Mechanical sound was contained for millions of years in the water of the oceans and in the atmosphere, but the first radio waves only began emitting and radiating themselves tirelessly into interstellar space 121 years ago. In 40,000 years, the Voyager space probe will send us information about its arrival on the star Ross 248 in the Andromeda constellation. This message launched from deep time will cross the Earth's ionosphere in search of translators able to listen to it. In some robotic instrument made of the lead used in the plumbing that drove the Roman Empire mad, it will record its delicate and distant signals, waiting for someone to translate these traces, eroding the sensitive material with 40,000 years of information. Machines hold more conversations than humans, perhaps through deep time, only they will continue speaking. Digital universe, space engine, projector celestia, universe sandbox, stellarium, solar system scope, dangerous, Star Citizen. No Man's Sky. Simile, similar, simulism, similarity, simulation, simulacrum, simulated, simulator, simulate, assimilate, dissimulatable, dissimulate, insimulate, or present something making it seem real, producing or creating something in an artificial manner, like an imitation, model or replica of another thing, to explore its behavior, appearance or properties under controlled conditions. If we simulated reality, it would never be perfect. It would contain perceptible glitches. At certain moments, the constants of nature would lose their values. These interstices could be part of an infinite chain of simulacra and copies, of the kind we would not be able to awaken. What is the possibility that we are ancestors preserved by our descendants? Scientists and machines have been observing and collecting data on the Earth and the solar system for decades. In 1943, Ada Lovelace developed the first algorithm made to be processed by a machine. Our world hosts millions of machines that speak amongst themselves. In this very moment, there are more conversations going on between machines than between people. Programs within machines, within scientific laboratories, within rooms, simulate planets, future, past, atmospheres, or the life of biological and geological ancestors. Some sensorial systems do not produce the programmed stimuli. They continue sensing the physical world in a biological and chemical manner and send their neural signals. A sensorial conflict of a synthetic hyperreality. An induced vertigo. Otoliths and inner ears detect and transmit movement to the brain, in discord with eyes that perceive everything to be calm. A hallucination produced by the desynchronization of the senses, which transforms into a simulated poison. Who says that we are not information in a post-human hard drive? In the end, we walk on giants of ice with metallic snow on their highest peaks, where diamonds once reigned. Frozen oceans and hydrocarbons, water and ammonia, oceans of liquid carbon surrounded their nucleus, with giant diamond icebergs floating on top. Today's solar activity will range from low to moderate. The magnetic field will be calm with changeable tendencies. We are submerged in an electromagnetic ocean, an invisible vibrating world. Our bodies resonate in this thinkable and calculable world that is impossible to see. We manipulate and modulate it every day, and, doing so, occasionally we catch a glimpse. We listen to the electromagnetic echo of the beginning of the universe. We are carbon beings biotechnologically extended through tools. We were stone, we transformed into steel, and we ended up adoring silicon. We add synthetic mutations to our atoms. We insert metal from the Earth's core into our bodies, protracting ourselves through symbiotic prostheses that transform us into cybernetic organisms. They say that there may no longer be humans if it wasn't for metal. Inevitably, these machines transform into images of their creators. Perhaps we are different tests of possible futures from different origins. Plato considered this world to be a shadow or a copy of a superior real world.